Oh shit!
Yeah.
I got the show started already. Alrighty. How's it going, everybody? It is what? It's Thursday. I don't even know what day it really is
It's
anymore.
Thursday.
This overnight crap has me
Thursday.
all jacked up again. I had it down for 5 years, and then I went and left the overnight world, and now I'm back into it, and it sucks. That's how I'm starting the show. We were just talking about that. But yeah, how's it going?
Sure.
Thank you everybody for joining us, for hanging out and all that stuff. Yeah, so if you can see down there, we got a special guest, Mr. Addy Tooney. He's over there wicking away.
Just re-wicking, always re-wicking something. You know how
Right.
it is.
Right. Trust me, I feel like I re-wick more things than I care to, and it's mostly because I'm like, well, I wonder if I could vape this right now. It's like even I gotta wick this guy, and then I'll have like my other Hexome recoil set up because I don't
That's a
have
nice
enough
setup
already.
with the red drip tip.
Yeah,
What dripper is that?
the recoil, it's the brass.
Oh yeah, okay. So I know that's a Just Marie top.
Oh yeah, it is. It is.
What's the name of those?
The macaron.
Yeah, macaroon. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got
I'm
way too
always
many.
re-wicking or cleaning stuff because I'm always trying recipes out and mixing and
Mm-hmm.
Can't
So it's
stop
an
fiddling
ongoing-
with shit. That's pretty
ongoing
much
thing.
it.
Like I just washed 7 today, and it's nice to have a couple wicked and ready to go.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So we'll start with. Oh shit! I didn't send you guys the outline for today's show.
Yeah.
That's on me. That's on me.
it's all good, man.
We'll
We're
we'll
kind of all
start.
like barely waking up, except for Addy. He's been like up for the last 30 hours or something.
Sure, but right before we start, we'll start, of course, with some buffet time.
Buffet
Da-da-da-da.
time. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Where? I'm being bad at this. There we go. There you go. Take it away, Frank.
So, right now, I'm just, I don't know, man. I- You get the feeling that you like one mod and then you didn't use it, and then you came back and you love it even more, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's usually me. So I have the Titan 18650 with the Dead Rabbit RTA on top of it, which, by the way, whoever, I still don't know who gave this, but whoever you are, thank you, because I appreciate you giving this to me. And in that, I actually have the best thing that came out of Mr. J's Vapor Solution recently, Crunchy Tin. I think that's my favorite of all time, maybe. I don't know. You tell me. But
It's up there.
it's up there. The key lime pie is here. The crunchy tin is in there. So, just saying. And then next I have my Warlock's hammer with a dang on top of it. And that, ooh, what do I have in that? I'm just kidding. I have Illusions Nirvana. And then, of course, for AO, AO, AO. I don't know, man.
What happened
The
to AO vapes?
What happened to AO, man? But for AIOs, I have the Ratel XS, which just got fixed by itself recently, and that I have Nasty Juice, and also the .A AIO, and in that I have All Day Vapes Suave. So yeah, take it away, Addy.
What
What are you
was
vaping
the
on, man?
first AIO you held up?
The Ratel XS.
That looks pretty fancy. I don't know about that one.
This one
I still want to
kind
get
of like
one of those.
okay, for me, it's one of like the cheaper end of like the AOs that you could get.
Well, that's all right.
Because-
A good starting point. See if you like it or not, right?
Yeah, because the thing with this is it doesn't just appeal to, well, it's kind of like appealing to the intermediate ones. So you have those ones who who's kind of like looking into like the bill boxes, the high end of those things. And then there's like the AAO, which is like I consider to be like the medium end. And then there's like the not really low, but like it's on the average kind of thing, where it's like the intermediate to advanced kind of like AO systems, which is like this. So this one, I like it because it has the RBA section, and it's kind of like I know a lot of people complain about the weight to it, but honestly, sometimes I like the weight because at least like you feel it.
It's a
And
trade-off, if it's too light, it feels like it's cheap. It's like you don't, you got to be super careful with it. I don't know.
same, honestly, I'm that kind of person. Like if it has the weight, it's like it's the worth kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah,
So
I
yeah,
get it.
yeah.
Speaking
So
of speaking of having the weight, I just got this Keenan from Stan because he was running a 50% off sale.
hey,
Oh
that's
man,
what's
this
up.
thing is nice with that constant contact switch.
Uh,
And I just flamed up the Rye RDA,
Ooh, nice.
and man, that has a nice draw on that Rye.
uh.
And in there, I was going through my e-liquid stash, so this is the mold Plumes of Hazard e-liquid. It's a limeade vape. Oh, it's so nice and limey. It's really good.
Nice.
What else do I got? 22 millimeter twisted messes on an OG rig. Custom venting on the bottom.
Oh, back in the drill your own hole days.
Yeah, well, it makes me feel more comfortable. Like a lot of the modern mods, Mac mods have a lot of venting in it now.
Mm-hmm.
Like the what's the Kennedy one? The new Kennedy.
The Vindicator.
Vindicator. Yeah, lots of venting on top. But in
Mm.
there, I got Wendy Vapes Mojito. It's like watermelon mojito. That's really good. And what else? In my last, I got a Dreamer with a Twisted Method 22. And I got like 3 things in there. I just keep switching back and forth. I got In a Jam. Amanda, she's one of my favorite mixers. This is her apple butter biscuit. She mixes Ruby Root line and the Lane Cove line, and she mixes Plumes of Hazard line. And then some of this one. Coil vapes.
Nice.
Yeah, so I got lots of stuff going, but I don't want to take all day. I'd get bored showing it.
I'll be honest. I'm like very surprised you didn't go. This is my mix. This is my mix.
I'll be honest. Yeah, I was like, what? He's
Well,
repping those stuff?
I have a lot of that. I'm working on a whole bunch of stuff, but
Oh yeah.
That's
what
what's
do you
up.
got, Clown?
Alrighty. Let me see. Let's start off with this fellow right here. This is the Hexome purple recoil DHD drip tip on there, and in that I got the apple custard.
Macaroon.
Yeah, dude. I don't know if you've ever seen the picture, but I seriously have. Let me see. There's 3, 4, 5 of the same exact setup. It's just different colors.
I do like that snakebite airflow.
Oh yeah, dude. Okay, even with the Rebel, I tried the AFC cap. I don't like it. I don't care for it. And I've actually given away any AFC cap I've ever gotten for the Rebel, and I just keep the snakebite one. I was like, here, whoever wants it, take it. I don't care. But
I have a lot of Just Marie 510s.
Yeah, see, I need to get more of those.
Ooh.
I mean, I have some of her 810s too, but she makes some nice 510s.
Mm-hmm. In that, I got the apple custard, which I have it down to where I like it. I'm just like really happy and excited about that guy.
Was that yours?
Yeah. I've been working on an apple custard.
Nice.
Seeing how that goes. And I got in a bunch of new flavors. I got some Flavora stuff in, and holy crap, the Flavora stuff is insane.
Apple pie, baby.
Yeah. Wow, he figured that one out fast. Well, there you guys go. That's one part of it.
That's a must-have.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that's what's up.
No, dude, I cannot thank Dan enough because he had one that something that Fresh did like last year. You guys did like a charity thing, and he had won some Flavora stuff. And Dan was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get into mixing," and here we are, like almost a year later, and he's all like, "You know what, Clown? You gotta have it, dude. I'm never gonna get around to this. You actually mix, have at it." And I was like, "Really?" And he's all like, "Yeah, it's only a couple of bottles. I get it. It's like 50 bottles of Flavora." I'm like, "Oh my god."
Sweet.
Because I know how much Flavora stuff cost.
Ooh, good
Well,
luck.
they're more expensive because they're a little bit more concentrated. So
Oh
they
yeah,
go a lot more.
oh yeah, dude. But I mean, Flavora stuff is amazing. I'd only tried like 2 flavors before this, and I went through all of them. The eggnog, I am so excited to try that one out. Like, I cannot wait to try that guy out.
They're I gotta send this out to somebody, but they're root beer.
Mm-hmm.
They were, if you like root beer,
Mm-hmm.
it's the best.
Nice. Yeah, I'm not a root beer guy. I can't. I'm sorry. I know people like root beer. I
Don't be
don't.
sorry. Whatever.
I know. I just get so much shit for it all the time.
Dude, are you my friend or what? You look
Exactly.
Like...
See, there it is already.
Come
Then
on, man.
next, I got the Kelpie RTA on top of the double barrel, and in that I got some Ben from Rescued.
Nice.
Go check them out. And lastly, I'm gonna just go with this guy. This is the Bunker RDA. I was looking through some old vape gear that I had, and I was like, dude, I don't know if I want to keep this. Let's give it a vape and see if I still want this, because I'm trying to like just move things on. If I don't use them anymore, why hold on to them? But we'll see. I might end up staying with this, and it's on top of the Sandman mech. If you guys even remember that thing briefly. And I got Blastberry. Oh,
Never heard of that one.
you don't remember
They
that?
have
It's the Mr. Norwegian.
Yeah, it's the one that came with the
Vapors,
Njord RDA. It was the mech that came with it. It was nice. It's a nice mech. I don't know. The mech came out really nice. Just the RDA wasn't so good.
They have a glass window.
For the Bunker, yeah, it has glass windows on the side there.
Got ya.
Mm-hmm. That's from S-Modus. I'm getting a weird shadow here. I'm gonna turn this light on. Alrighty.
That's a nice product. They have some nice drippers.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I've tried some S-Modus stuff. It's really nice. I've yet to try an S-Modus mod, oddly enough, but I've tried all a couple other drippers.
S-Modus mech.
Ooh.
Toonie having all the old school stuff.
Yeah. Now nobody dare no big manufacturer dare make a mech anymore. My God.
Right.
Well,
I mean, what
like way before?
the coil art one came out last year, didn't it?
I think so. There was a coil art one.
And then there was the Bonza mech.
There was the Bonza. There was the Geek Vape mech kit that came out as well. So you have like
last year, but yeah, even then, I mean, I know a lot of them are kind of steering away from even doing any mechs because it's dangerous. Can't do it. So Times Vape will probably be one of the only ones that will.
I mean, for what it's worth, look, like Times Vape, it's really good with working with designers, I think. So
they're more willing to work with designers.
So once like you have those perfect relationship with a designer kind of thing, if you're a company, why not stick to them? So yeah, back to you, Addy. Were you going to show something? Because you're like,
yeah, he got up to grab something. We know he's got something good.
No, my wife was just out. She just got home. I had to give her a little shout.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Went over to her mom's. Went over to her mom's for a while. Her mom was kind of lonely.
Nah, yeah, I get that. Alrighty. Before we go into the next topic, Frank, you want to do some shout outs real quick?
Real quick, we'll do some shout outs in chat. What's up? Thank you again for tuning in. And again, it's May 30th. You know what May 30th is? It's the World Vape Day. So, we're celebrating World Vape Day by making the hashtag World Vape Day. If you're into Twitter, or not just Twitter but Instagram, make sure you put hashtag World Vape Day and say yes to THR so we can get it trending and show the world that we are vaping because it is tobacco harm reduction that we're doing. And not just that, because we enjoy vaping. So that being said, we are tobacco we are a tobacco harm reduction show. So just keep that in mind. And yeah, and just a couple of shout outs in chat. Right off the bat, we got Vaping Jason. What's up, man? Thank you for tuning in. Rescued Reviews. Thank you for being here. Eat the Everyday Vapor. What's up, man? 808 Kevin K. Aloha. And also Stu Rap. What's up? Shadowlink Vapor. Much love, buddy. Daytime Frank. What's up? Lady Liberty. Hey, what's up? What's up? How's it going? And then we also got Ruff McGruff. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. And as well as Addy Tooney. Thank you always for pimping out those links in chat. Like, I really appreciate when I see an Addy Tooney in chat and pimping out those things. That being said, just another quick shout out. Even if May's ending, does May have a 31st?
Yeah, it has a 31st.
Okay, we still have one freaking day in May. But keep that in mind that May is not just Mental Health Awareness Month, but it's also for us to reach out for other people, not just in May, but all the time. So check out or check in with all your family members as well. And keep in mind that our mental health, especially right now that we're in quarantine now, you know, it's a matter sometimes of life and death sometimes, you know, like everyone's just like being trapped in their own house, you know, limited interactions. So
For sure, check on your family and your friends and keep in touch.
yeah,
Especially
because
during these times, because
mhm,
not everybody's
because
built to be at home all the time.
Yep.
mental health is also our priority here in and out of the show. So that being said, you know, check in with them sometime, even like time to time. Please do so. That being said, we're going to our main topic. Ta-da!
Main topic. I still want to get Ruby Roo's main
Roll the
topic
bumper.
time. Yeah, roll the bumper.
Yepper. So that being said, I mean, Addy's a good friend of our show, and we figure out that sometime, you know, we got to invite Addy in the show, but other people don't know much about who Addy Tooney is. So, who is Addy Tooney?
Well, I'm Dale, Addy Tooney, whatever, Addy, I don't care. You call me whatever. I'm just somebody who loves the community. It's crazy. And 2013, my mom asked me to take her to her doctor to get approval for hip replacement. So I take her and I go in with the doctor with her, second pair of ears or whatever, and the doctor and the nurse are there, and the doctor says, you need to quit smoking at least 10 days before your surgery, and they could see my mom's face. It's like, oh my God, I smoked years, and it's like, so the nurse looked right at me and said, take your mom to the vape shop. There's one, on Military Road. So I did. 4 days later, she's vaping and not smoking, and I'm like, oh my God, I smoked forever, and I've been thinking about quitting, and so then I got one.
Mm-hmm.
So then the next day, my wife's like, I suppose you expect me to quit. I'm like, I'm not the boss of you. So, long story short, in a matter of a week, we were all vaping, and that was 2013. And then another vape shop opened up down the street, and I was lucky enough that he didn't know how to build, and I was curious of how to make e-liquid, so we made a deal. I showed him how to build, he showed me how to mix, and I don't know what is the next step in the history. Then I found all these YouTube channels, and I
Mm-hmm.
found Twisted Messes doing all these builds, and then I got hooked. I got hooked into Instagram. I got involved in the very first coil build off and did well in that, and that started the fire.
Hmm. So, like, from your vaping journey, what was the most valuable experience that you've ever received or you've ever felt? Not just
Uh,
from the community, but like from vaping itself.
that's pretty easy for me. It was the third day of vaping, and it's like, oh my god, it's like I can finally throw these cigarettes away. It's like it felt like all these chains had just been broken off me.
Mm.
It was amazing.
So, from that point on, with your interaction with the shop, how much does Advocacy not just value the community but also the shops?
I I really value the shops because I would say 90% of the shops, especially the locally, I mean, probably 95% of the locally owned shops,
Mm-hmm.
got in it for one reason, and that was they were able to quit smoking, and they want to help people too. They want to, they want to help you break those chains of tobacco addiction, and
Mm.
so yeah, it's super important. And then
Mm.
there's a handful that only care about the money, and
You can tell right away which shops those are.
yeah,
Honestly,
Yep.
at that point, they will not get my support.
yeah, but I'd say
Never.
95% are just, awesome people that got into it just to help other people and saw they could make a living doing it. So,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I don't really go there very much, but the shop that I went to first that helped me find my way in the earlier
Mm.
days, I still go in there every once in a while, pop in, see how they're doing, and like store manager still remembers me. Technically, he's also the owner, but it's like a family-owned business. Like him, his wife, and his father own it together.
oh, cool.
Mm.
Yeah, so and it's really really interesting seeing how they've progressed and all that kind of thing. So you know.
Also, and I'm always curious about other people's answer to this, but at any given point, because you've been vaping since 2013, and that's like a pretty, compared to now, that's a pretty quote unquote long time.
Hmm.
Did you miss anything about smoking at all, or were you actually, is there any actual feeling of that?
I I'd say like the first couple years, it was so much habit. Like on my way to work, there was like an oil storage tank along the expressway, and I knew that oil storage tank, that was my last chance for my last smoke before I got to work. So it was always like
Hmm.
it was just such a symbol, and stuff reminds you, and like real stressful events, but you fight through it. It's a lot easier to fight through it when you have vaping.
Hmm. And then also, what was the first? Because I have also like, I have a lot of questions. Let's be honest with
Fine,
that.
bring them
Like,
on, baby.
He's the question guy.
true. Like, what was the first flavor that you actually quit on? And what was and this is like following suit to that question because you're a mixer, right?
Yeah,
What was the first ever flavor that you actually mixed?
I have a bunch of freaking losers in this recipe, but Frank. So the very first flavor I vaped was there was only one vape shop in town at the time, and it's Majestic Vapor, and they had a line called Marlboro. It was their, they mixed it. It was in house. I was on that for 4 days, and I went back for something fruity. My first mix was a strawberry lemonade. First one that I mixed, and it wasn't very good. But to me, my taste buds were pretty much spent at that time. But it tasted good to me.
Have you tried revisiting it?
I've looked at the old recipe, and it's like, oh my god, it's like 14% flavor. There's no way. You know, like 7% lemonade, and
it's a bit powerful, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, my taste buds just couldn't take it nowadays, but it worked back then.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if you did it for like an MTL or something, who knows?
Yeah.
You would.
Because that's another one. Like, when you were mixing, was it for like MTL stuff, or were you already into like direct lung stuff?
It was like in 13, there wasn't much direct lung stuff. You had to make your own. You had to drill out your IGO L's and the IGO W's, and
very true.
there wasn't even an open tank yet, and not until the Atlantis came out, and that was, I think, early 14. That was like the first open tank that kind of started off the craze. And actually was the first tank that was under 1 ohm. I think it came out like with a 0.3 or a 0.4 coil, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, you're gonna blow yourself up."
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I mean, like for the longest time, I was just on like EVOD tanks and stuff like that. So that's, I missed out on like, you know, all the fun stuff. Yeah. Like, yeah, I have
keep
mine.
one around.
Well, I mean, I have a Cardo on there, but I have this guy still, and it works.
Nice.
But what's it called? Like, so I got to miss out on like the first RDAs. I got to miss out on like, you know, silica wicks, and like I got to try silica wicks pre-made tanks. Those were horrible.
Yeah.
But I got to miss out on quite a bit of stuff. So yeah, like it's insane to think how much things have progressed over the last couple of years.
It's for sure, you know, and that's another thing I got into that I forgot to tell Frank was, you know, in 2013, other than I think the only RTA out was the K fund. But real K funds, they were like $100 back then. They're still $100, but you know, $100 2013 money was a lot of money, and
oh yeah.
And that's how I got like into modding, because the original K funds were super tight, so I started drilling and drummeling until I could get a decent draw on it, because the draw was just a little too tight for me, and and it's funny as it turns out that Blue Eye Goon and those guys with the Monster V2, the K-Fund Monsters, they were kind of doing the same thing, but you know, the social media wasn't what it is today. So
oh yeah.
we're kind of and then they came up with a much better airflow than I did, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah. And the other thing that I was going to ask, because you have your recipe book, right, with you, and I always wanted to ask this to mixers, which I forgot to ask Daytime Frank. I'm sorry, man. I forgot to ask this question.
He's in chat.
But
you could probably answer it, so you could ask both of them.
Sure, I got both answers. Now that being said,
Well, I got you and Daytime Frank's attention. Yes. Yes.
iPads.
that was him. Okay, I'm not throwing shade.
Oh, you're throwing Frank under the bus like that, bro.
not me. Daytime Frank exposed you, man. Not me. But that being said, which, by the way, I respected you even more, because pipettes, I can't. Dude, I don't mix. Syringes are not my thing. What more about pipettes? Like, I can't handle those ones. But like, that being said, amongst all your recipe and your recipe book, and I wanted to ask this: what's the most nastiest name of juice that you've kind of like whatchamacallit that you've ever made?
Well, like the dirtiest, nastiest name. I don't really have any too bad. I don't know if you go onto eliquidrecipes.com and type in Toonie, all my recipes are there. But I know like I hooked up with Fresh and I don't know, it was probably late 2014. I He got really curious about mixing, so because I sent him a K-Fun and a recipe, and he has some pretty dirty names and his recipes. Like on Monday, we do a show with Wendy Vapes because she really wanted to learn how to mix, and I think one of Wendy's recipes is Wendy's essence of my vagina or something. So
Because
you get caught up in the moment sometimes, and it just comes out. And there's some crazy names out there. That's for sure.
yeah, because I remember you from like months ago that you did like a DIY episodes with like Lumi and then Fresh and Addy on Wendy's channel, and then I know that you do like your Saturday streams with Fresh as well.
Yeah.
And dude, like not I mean from the DIY channels, not a lot knows about it. But what made you fell in love with it? Like that's my last question before we move on to the next topic that we have.
I mean, in 2013, e-liquid was $1 a milliliter. It was crazy. It was super expensive, and unless you have a lot of money, it was expensive, even though you didn't burn through a lot. But when I started getting into the more direct lung stuff, you started burning it, and but when I started making my own, I fell in love with the creative aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of like being a shop or creating something that tastes good. It's challenging, when something challenging, that reward.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. That being said, Clown, do you have any last questions?
No, I mean, honestly, it's more like to add what Toonie said was, like I started getting into DIY out of desperation just because any flavor that was worth their time, it was really expensive, and anything, I was like bargain bin shopping, and that got disgusting. It got really bad.
Good luck to that.
There was one that I got that just, I almost puked. I remember what the bottle looks like, and it was just horrible. I don't remember the brand name. I don't remember anything. I just remember it was horrible. And my wife, we had just started dating, and she wouldn't come anywhere near me whenever I vaped that flavor.
Nope.
So she knows what I'm talking about. So yeah, that like DIY was mostly out of just desperation, because I was like, I gotta find some way to do this without, basically breaking the bank.
And now you're kicking ass at your own DIY, selling.
Trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I should start charging $1 a milliliter. See how that goes.
Yeah.
Dude, do it.
Wouldn't work too good nowadays.
No, it wouldn't. I will say that about like e-liquid. It's a lot more pocket wallet friendly. So yeah. I am very thankful for that. But
sure.
Oh man, I still remember that era where it was very ridiculous. It was pretty bad.
Well, you get into mixing and you find out just how cheap you can do it on a home scale.
Uh-huh.
And then you realize on an industrial scale, these guys are buying the stuff 900% cheaper than what you can buy, because they're buying 55-gallon drums of it, not gallons of it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, especially like even flavorings wholesale is so much better. But do I really need like even just 10 gallons of a particular flavor at the moment?
Right. Right, natural lemonade from Flavor West.
Yeah. Because even like Flavorist stuff, it's actually, if you go directly to their site and you get the bigger bottles, they're actually a lot more cost effective. Like personally, from my experience with that, because I have gotten a couple of Flavoras off of their site, and if you get like the 2 ounce or so bottles, those are actually a lot more cost effective.
Yeah, yep. And yeah, but those companies were making money hand over fist back then.
Oh yeah.
And it's a shame how many of them don't give a shit about advocacy and never gave a dime to advocacy. They're making millions of dollars.
That could be said about a lot of vape companies.
Yeah,
True.
agreed.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the advocacy portion of it goes, yeah, there's a lot of companies where I buy products because I do reviews, but at times it's like a moral point. I'm like, you guys don't even like even just a shitty post on Instagram. Come on,
Yep.
like not even that much, let alone donate money and stuff like that. But whatever, their company goes under because they lose profits. That's on them in the end, anyways.
Yeah, I know, and it's happening. It's been happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no foresight.
Mm-hmm.
So, that being said, we're gonna move on to our new segment. Not really new, but another segment of ours, just to chill a bit, ad break time.
Yep. There we go. Ad break. Alrighty, guys. So yeah, this is Steel Valley Vapors. Go check them out. Go over to their website. They have the beautiful bottled violence line. Amazing custards. Wait, hold on. I gotta do this right. Custards. Since Tuna isn't here right now, go check those out. Seriously, the toffee custard has been a very good standby for me. I've been enjoying the hell out of it, and I am trying to make the last bit last me, but it's very, 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 very difficult. Also, go check out the Clockworks line. They are an amazing line named after the Clockwork Orange movie and book. That's where like the names come for the flavors and stuff like that. And seriously, like even if you've seen Will on anything that he's ever done when it comes to the lives, even the stories behind how he came up with the flavors, it's a pretty cool story. And all that. We'll say Alex by far has been my favorite. And I know Rescued is out there and you're going to hate me for this, but I can actually tolerate Pete, which is a banana like cream pie or something like that. I don't remember, but I could tolerate that a little bit. I'm not the world's biggest fan of banana, but at least I could kind of tolerate Pete.
Banana!
Because it has some banana. And speaking of Rescued, here we go. Go check out the Rescued e-liquid line. You have, between the Rescued line and the Pack Leader line in Rescued, you have Ben, which is an amazing guava lemonade. Velez, which is by far my favorite, which is a a blackberry cornbread pudding. That one is so good. I've torn through probably about 4 to 5 bottles at this point. Vengeance, which might be your favorite, isn't mine, sadly, but you guys could go check it out, is like candied banana. Vulcan is a strawberry kiwi that does not have marshmallow. No matter what you hear, it's only strawberry kiwi. And then lastly, in the Rescued line, it's Benthol. It's like Ben, but with a little menthol behind it. It's really nice. It's very smooth, and it doesn't make me choke up. So I will say, as far as menthols go, that one, it's a winner. Then you have the Pack Leader line, Micah and Nico. Nico is a snickerdoodle cookie. If you don't know anything about snickerdoodle cookies, go check out Fogging Out with the Batman's review on these liquids and have a good time with that video. And then lastly, Micah is a vanilla peppermint. Very good, very smooth. Honestly, if you try knuckle testing it, it tastes a little like it'd be on the harsher side, but once you vape it, it's actually very, very smooth, very nice. It reminds me of like a really mellowed out Altoid or something like that. That's why I vape it on my Dull Dime. It just makes sense to me. Alrighty, so that was that, and
you gotta love what Rescued's doing over there. I love what they're doing.
Yeah, oh yeah, the Rescued stuff is amazing. Just I forgot to mention, any part of the profits that they make, 15% goes to the Humane Society. They donated to either save a pupper's life, to be able to rescue a pupper, and all that kind of thing. That's kind of where that plays into the whole rescued. And the dogs that are on the bottles are actually dogs that they have. Those are actually all their dogs. And then on the pack leader line, Nico, if you know Grim Green, that's actually named after his dog. And Micah is named after Will's dog. So that's where those stories kind of come from.
Oh, that's cool. I never knew that about Will's dog. That's awesome.
Yeah. And I rescued you're if you're still out there, correct me. It's Micah is the mom to one of their dogs. I just can't remember which one it is. I want to say it's either Vengeance or Vulcan, but I might be wrong. Kelly will correct me.
Going on over there.
Yeah.
Spiders and snakes and dogs.
Oh yeah, dude. They have so many pets. They have
Wait,
rats.
Micah is who is small?
Either Vulcan or Vengeance. I'm trying to remember. It might be on their site actually. But yeah. Alrighty. So what's it called?
Can I do a shout out?
Yeah, do a shout out, dude.
All right.
Go
Well,
for it.
the graphic you guys used, thank you for doing that. Fresh is doing kind of something similar to what Rescued is. He came up with a few one shots, and you can get him over at DIYFlavorChasers.com, and all the proceeds are going to Humane Society to help
Nice.
with pets.
I didn't know he was
And,
doing flavor shots.
Yeah, he just started.
That's
He's
awesome,
got like
dude.
5 over there. Got one named after Lumi, one named after me, which is Addy's Cream.
Okay, that's where that comes from.
Yeah.
We were
yeah.
wondering because we are like talking about it, and he's like Addy's Cream.
There's
What
something
is
we need to
Addy's
know about
Cream?
Addy that we don't know.
Yeah. What is he doing to his e-liquids?
Also in chat, they said Micah is Will's dog and Vengeance's mom is Vulcan. So
Oh, okay.
yeah. Thank you, Link Vapor and Amish. So thank you for that. That being said, we're gonna move on to the newest segment of
Okay,
the
then I was
Ohmies.
wrong.
And we're gonna move on to the tangent section, which I am personally am excited about because this is the first time ever that we're doing this on the Wolfbite. Let's go, clown. Okay, because I mean, I have 2 DIYers. And you have a non-DIYer here. So, can we make in 30 minutes or so that we're available? Guys, chat, you're just confusing me. Who's Vulcan's mom and whatever. let's address this later on. You guys are confusing me. But did Clown, I
Yes.
asked Clown humbly if he's
Humbly.
able to do a short DIY stream for us because it's World Vape Day. Who else loves vaping? We do. Who else loves their juices? We do. Who loves DIY? Everyone does. Everyone wants to learn DIY. That being said, take it away, Clown.
I don't know. I mean, I'm like trying to think of what we could do, and also it just depends. I know, Toonie, you have all of the flavors, so I'm not too worried about what you have. It's more what I have. But if anything, how about this? Everybody in chat, throw out some suggestions, and we'll see what we can do here real quick and try to get a mix going. I'm also looking at what I have on my desk and what I have like here on the side of me, which is a complete disaster. But I don't know.
I
Like
bet there's a lot of apples and custards over there.
Oh
and
yeah,
creams.
dude, custards. I love custards. But I seriously found pineapple cupcake batter. Well, they're two different ones. And I'm like upside down pineapple cake. So I don't know.
Yo.
Might be considering that. What?
Nothing.
So wait, Frank brings up this new segment, and then he's gonna disrespect you.
Yeah,
Your
pretty
flavor.
much. Pretty much.
Sure. That's how it is on this show.
That's Frank for you right there.
But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions on flavors, do it right now because if you guys do,
We'll try.
they'll do it right now. Yeah.
I mean, and DIY. It's it might seem like it's a little daunting, but there's so much information out there now.
Oh
There's
yeah.
so many YouTube channels about it. Fresh Out 3, Wendy Vapes, Noted, Developed. There's, it's easy for like $100. You can get a basic kit and get yourself going with 4 or 5 flavors. Liquid Barn is a nice one. There's a bunch of different. If you just go on the internet and type in DIY e-liquid, you can find a starter kit.
Oh yeah. I mean, seriously, like compared to when I started DIYing, and most likely when you started DIYing, trying to find stuff was kind of a weird hit or miss. Shopping on eBay, getting stuff from China, and even like getting nicotine was kind of a pain. It's just, oh my god, no.
Right.
Oh no. That's all I'm thinking now. The nightmare that it was, because even like my first mix was a coffee mix, and I still don't even remember where or how I got the flavoring for it, and I wish I could get it so I could try it again and see if it was really that good or was I that delusional.
Well, probably nowadays with your vaping so much more hotter, like a lot of coffee vapes fall apart with the heat.
Yeah, they do. They turn into burnt popcorn.
Burnt fire.
Yeah. We were talking about that on Frank's show over the weekend. I was on his show, and we were talking about coffees and how they all just burnt. But I mean, again, if you just go like very, very, if you were to do like a mouth to lung or even like a 0.5 sub ohm tank or something, if you happen to have that, that wouldn't be too bad. But I think that's probably where that big portion of this flavor was amazing comes in, because I was vaping it out of a Kanger sub tank. If you remember those.
Yeah.
So
baby.
Not
so
that
we
one,
got
the one that came after that guy.
Yeah, that's the mini. That's the mini
the
one.
mini. Oh yeah, I wanted one so bad. I used to love Kanger products so much.
Yeah.
And they still make stuff, but they kind of
fall apart.
Yeah, they did. The Neb box was kind of a failure, even though it wasn't that bad. But
it's a shame, man. They had their arms right around the whole market, and they just fell apart.
Smock kind of snuck up behind them and took over, and oh man.
Oh well.
Something with blood orange.
Do you have any walnut flavors?
Walnut flavors? No, I don't. And I don't have the mullenberry cactus cupcake flavor. I have no mullenberry. Somebody promised me mullenberry. He knows who I'm talking about, and I'm just giving him shit because he's a friend. But yeah, somebody promised me some mullenberry.
I know what you're talking about.
Anybody that knows anything in the DIY world knows who I'm talking about.
I think I know who.
Well, it's summertime. Let's do a summer mix. Do you have any blood orange?
Oh yeah, I got like 3 different ones. Because I was actually gonna tackle again a blood orange cranberry sugar cookie, and I'm gonna try to tackle that again for my line, because that was actually one of the original flavors, and they had switched
right now.
They had switched one on me. Yeah. All right. Let's see what I can find here.
What kind of cookie do you got?
Let me see. I just had it in my hand too. I got Flavora cookie. I also have from Wonder Flavors oat cream cookie. Found some vanilla smooth. Going through everything, and I still gotta try that guy out. See if
I think I have that Wonder Flavors. What is it? Oatmeal and cream cookie or something?
Yes.
We could do some blood orange, some of that cookie. What other kind of fruit you want to go with the orange?
I don't know, because I don't know, maybe
cranberry. You said cranberry.
Yeah, cranberry.
That'd be nice.
I got Wonder Flavors almond cookie. Dude, I really got to get my shelving going so I could just reach for things, because that's
whatever you think.
Dude,
that's the next step. All right. Yeah, I'm trying to find the stupid blood orange. I know it should be here. Got a TFA cinnamon sugar cookie. Oh no, Toonie, guide me here.
Do you have FA cookie or
Yeah, because I found a TFA cinnamon sugar cookie. Then I got the oatmeal cookie. I got quite a bit of cookies. Then the Flavora cookie.
I'm not familiar with their cookie. Let me take a little. I think I have it. Let me take a sniff.
Let me entertain you guys with some ad break. If you know, you can subscribe to this channel, or rather, you can unsubscribe to this channel and make clown subs at least 666. That will be great for the numbers. Also, by the way, on a serious note, I'm just kidding. I'm on a serious note. So later we'll have an Instagram post that will be showing up because I remember again it's World Vape Day. So I would need everyone's participation in chat and try following Wolfbite Live on Instagram because we'll be doing a little bit of an Instagram post where we'll post what is the best thing about vaping or our first setup. So you'll know later on. Ta-ta-ta. But I'll entertain you guys with more singing. Let me sing.
Please stop.
Dude, sing seal.
See?
Kiss from
Kiss
a rose.
from a rose.
I got some apple cranberry.
Ooh.
Oh, see, I don't think I have that one. That's fine. I'm over here digging
I
through
want
the,
apple
through the
cranberry. I'm
boxes.
just gonna. I'll grab that Wonder Flavors. That won't take me more than a couple seconds here, hopefully.
Oh, okay. I got Flavora blood orange too.
Oh, cool.
Like I have so much crap I can't remember everything I've gotten. Spearmint.
Hey, not singing that, Tim. Somebody might be pissed. Not naming your wine. Alone.
What?
Okay, so by the way, we also have a Discord. So, because in our Discord, we have Groovy. If anyone doesn't know, Groovy is the best spot that we can find right now.
This is like the
In this
funniest
Discord.
thing ever.
And then the thing was, so Tim's wife was hanging around the Vibe and Chill room, which is where you can play Groovy, you know, just vibe in there. And then the thing is, suddenly the song stops and someone's playing doot 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 doot, and you know that tune already. In the tune of Baby Shark.
Oh no.
So
They're dropping off, Frank. They're dropping off like crazy.
They're gonna
So-
start running, bro.
yeah.
I have a creme brulee cookie by Wonder Flavor.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, that'll work.
I think that'll work. We'll
So
do
blood
both
orange-
recipes here, and we'll see which one comes out better.
Okay.
Like, yeah, because I don't have some of the stuff you might have, and vice versa. But I don't know. I'm gonna keep it simple. Do 3 flavors. and
I'm gonna
see.
grab a bottle and I'll be right back.
Oh, that's what I was looking for. Is the cranberry? It's like, what am I looking for now?
Toot, 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 toot.
Wolfbite. Sing Man in the Box. Do you even know that song, Frank?
No.
You don't know
I didn't
that song?
expect to mix today, so we didn't have anything ready.
It's
Yeah, he's
okay.
like- He's like, I'm taking the day off, damn it.
I
Yeah,
do
that's
have
where,
some
like,
deep-
like coming
have
on
some
Fresh's
tape, right?
show, I don't feel like I'm prepared yet. 'Cause I seen how you guys do things, man. That is so quick draw.
Well, when you do it all the time,
Mm-hmm.
you get a system.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't have a system yet. I need to get a system.
Well, you got enough going with family and work.
True, but still
That
gotta get a
night
system.
shift. That night shift will take any ambition right away from you.
Oh yeah, dude. Why do you think I haven't been able to get any reviews out in like almost a month?
Wait, you do reviews?
Yeah, apparently I do reviews. I don't just do this live show. Dude, what happened to the cranberry?
So it's kind of nice of what I figured out after a while of mixing and the pipettes that I use, that if I mix in 15 milliliters, each drop of my pipette is 0.1%. So it makes it real easy and convenient for me to make my mixes.
Yeah.
So I can get pretty accurate, and it's pretty simple. So if I want 1% of a flavoring, it's just 10 drops.
All right.
And I used to go right in, while I was mixing right onto e-liquid recipes and use their calculator and go along. But as time went on, I started waiting a little while to see how this mix was going to steep before I posted it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the mixes fall apart,
Oh yeah, for sure.
and after a couple days, they don't taste very good. So I don't know. I'm thinking 1% of flavor of blood orange, 1.5% flavor apple cranberry, maybe 0.3% sweetener, and 2% of creme brulee cookie. I don't know. See what happens.
Yeah. It's kind of what I'm looking at right now. Oh yeah, because that is a strong blood orange. All right, let's see.
I know we've been getting a lot of flavors from VSO Flavorings.
Dude, I want to try their stuff out. It looks really good.
Yeah, he does all natural extracts, alcohol based.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people don't have that stuff.
Yeah.
But I hope more and more people do get it. But this flavor apple cranberry clown is, their cranberry and their apple cranberry are both excellent.
Really? I'm going to have to get some of that.
And I typically don't need to add any sweetener, but with blood orange and apple cranberry, they're both kind of have no sweetener mixed in them, or very little.
Yeah.
So Frank, no inkling of ever doing DIY?
Let's see. I wanted to, or I had a short stint of like having that desire of always doing DIY. And then there was a short stint where it was like, oh yeah, I'm going to do this flavor kind of thing. This like what I like. This is like my flavor profile, and you know, everyone's like they already have it set what they like, right? My thing was there are two things that were not keeping it up with me, which was like life and games. So at that point, I was like, life wasn't. It's not that, you know, I have so much mental issues, but it just sometimes it's a lot of things that you're doing mentally, and that I okay, I struggle a little bit on doing new stuff. especially if no one does it with me. You know
I
what I mean?
understand that. Yeah.
And then the other part is like it's easier for me to sit and chill for a bit rather than doing a new thing. So sometimes I feel that comfort zone maybe. So I think at some part I was like, oh yeah, I'm comfortable with, just sitting back, just enjoying the commercial or manufactured juices maybe.
No, I
And then
totally get that. You got enough going on in your life right now. You don't need another thing
Mm-hmm.
to take the time up.
and in a way, like, and I can't show it right now because like, I have a lot of things in my other monitor, but I exactly have like one starter kit already. That's like,
A lot of
oh
stuff
yeah,
like porn, lot of porn tabs open. Is that what you're trying to say?
hey, it's on my incognito tab. It's not my incognito tab. It's on my
VPN? What'd
main.
you say?
Hey, I don't use those ones, or not yet.
He doesn't
But
care for VPNs. He's good with people seeing what he's seeing.
hey, but other than that, I was like, okay, I want the one thing I really like to do was like games. Like I'm really like a gamer to be per se, and there's like one point again that was like, okay, maybe I could kind of like want to do DIY, like how, because I always have this specific frustration that some people don't carry what I like. So I like, oh yeah, let's DIY. So I'm like, how can I do like a lemon lime soda kind of feel? And the thing was like lemon lime sodas usually like whatchamacallit. Like it's not just seasonal, but I can vape it it's a daily vape kind of thing. Like it first of all, like I like drinky and desserty.
Janky
Sometimes
and desserty, he says.
no, drinky, like like drinkish, like
So you can
drink.
do a 7.7 vape because they have vodka flavoring and they have a lot of lemon limes. You can make your own lemon lime. Yeah, there's a lot of boozy mixes now.
And I think like there's like a lot of things where it's like closely related to like liquors, and sometimes I like it, but sometimes I like to drink it. But sometimes it's also a different experience when you vape what you like. So
This is very true. All right, clown, I'm done. You done? Let's go.
Getting close. Getting close. I need to get a new scale. This one's just so janky right now. I'm using my liter mixer scale.
That's one thing nice about pipettes. That if they're not split open, then they're not broken.
Yeah. Whatever.
Don't give me shit, duty.
Daytime Frank
just
sounds like no, it's just
I just don't have the patience, man. Like you sir are God amongst men. That's all I gotta say. Because I don't have the patience. Even then, this is gonna come out all weird, and I knows it. So I'm gonna have to like revisit it at some point. All right, let's get this initial here. See how it goes.
Ta-da!
Orange cranberry cookie.
We'll see. I haven't finished. I actually wicked this thing at the beginning of the show because I knew we were going to do this.
Thanks for the heads up.
Frank put it in the chat.
I didn't know.
Frank put it in the chat.
No, it's my bad. I should have contacted you like a day before. And
Oh, that's fine. I have some stuff wicked up and I'm ready to go, baby.
also, via special request,
Mm-hmm.
can you send that to a following address?
Oh, this mix?
Yeah, because someone wants to try it out.
Yeah, let me see if it's any good or not.
I'm gonna have to toy with it some more, but it's interesting.
Wait, so Addy's is a an orange cranberry cookie, and yours as well.
Yes, I went with
Yes, sir.
the oatmeal cookie, blood orange. What else did I add? Yeah, because I did the Flavora blood orange, which I think I might have gone a little overboard with it.
How much you use?
Again, like my scale was just being a jackweed, so I'm gonna have to like figure this out.
Damn scale.
Yeah, I know. I need a new scale. That's basically it. Because the one I normally use for mixing, it's not balancing properly anymore. I've had it for like 4 or 5 years, so it's about time. Old reliable isn't reliable anymore.
I did 1% of blood orange by Flavora, 1.5% of apple cranberry by Flavora, 0.3% of Flavora sweetener, and 2.8% of creme brulee cookie by Wonder Flavors, and it came out nice. So there's my recipe.
There you go.
Wow, dude, we actually harmonized on that. That was cool. I'm not gonna lie, that was cool. Oh, yeah, like I said, I gotta like tweak it a little bit, but I think it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's nice, a nice summertime vape with a little bit of dessert mixed in.
Mm-hmm. Oh, like the cookie. I like the cookie. It's really good, and I hate oatmeal cookies. To be honest, I hate oatmeal cookies, but that's actually really nice.
It's so hard to find a good oatmeal.
Mm-hmm.
I know Grim Green got kind of screwed over by his e-liquid company. He wanted to release the recipe
Flavors
for Yig and all his, and
Mm-hmm.
so I've been kind of trying to work on my own version
Have
of
you
it.
have you seen what Sifu's been up to? Man, that dude's been on that journey hard.
Heavy, yeah.
Oh yeah, Sifu Mustache. Go check him out. Seriously, the dude has been doing his own mixing. He has his own system going for it, but he has like Sifu's Reserve, which is like a custard tobacco somewhere or other. I don't even know, but he's been on that Yig trip, man, and like I never got to try it. Me personally, I would rather get the Grimm signature line. Those are the ones I tried, which was like the lemon macaroons and the other one, not the cocktail one, but the other one. I can't remember what it was called, like Vlog Day or Never Normal and Vlog Day are the ones that
that's right. Yeah, the
I
newer
really love
ones.
those.
Yeah. I found Sifu that the real flavors oatmeal cookie is pretty decent. But I mean,
got
a lot of
bunch
times,
of real flavor stuff too.
and you can still get the oatmeal cookie. But I know Health Cabin makes an oatmeal cookie, and I have to order that eventually. But
That's something nice.
What's that, Frank?
That's really nice. Like, summery desserts are sometimes like, and I figured this out. It's sometimes like either too sweet or on the too mellow area. So those are sometimes like the summery vapey stuff that I find, because you rarely find like creams and cookies that you like during summer. Rarely.
Yeah.
Unless you're me.
Yeah. Yep. Unless you're Clown or Addy.
Yeah.
Or Daytime Frank. Or anyone else.
Yeah, because I am not a seasonal guy when it comes to beer or vaping. I'm not a seasonal guy. I like things when I like them. And I'm also like into desserts, honestly. Like I'm heavy on desserts. Like I have a couple of fruit mixes I do, but it's rare that I actually push myself that route. But that's
So
why
yeah,
that's why I like what the Ohmies doing the DIY corner. It's gonna push me into doing things I normally wouldn't do. That's why Frank gives me crap because I bought some banana flavorings. I actually have a banana butterscotch, and I'm kind of interested in that. But
Oh yeah,
he's like,
that sounds good.
he's like, but you don't like banana. I was like, I know, but I want to push myself into things I normally wouldn't do.
And
Just
caramel
saying.
always pairs well with butterscotch.
Mm-hmm.
Caramel and brown sugar, butterscotch.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So-
that's actually really good. I'm liking
so
this.
Addy is exposing right now that clowns doing vengeance.
I'm doing vengeance. Nah, vengeance is vengeance.
Banana caramel candy. Okay, my recipe now.
I get.
But-
I don't know. I'll encourage cloning all you want, but I personally don't push for it for myself. It's like if somebody makes it, I'm okay with that. But if you want to clone something, have at it, and then maybe I'll try the recipe later on.
Hey, this
Again.
is better than mine. Damn
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Hey, there's
So-
some great mixers out there. Seriously, like the community is a lot bigger. We're very, very niche when it comes to vaping because we're all hidden in our own little corner of the vaping world. But it's still a big community once you get into it, man.
Oh, for
like
sure.
seriously, there are so many groups on Facebook that I'm in that I'm like, do I need another DIY? Yeah, let's just get into this DIY group. Oh, look, it's everybody I know. Even walking
was
in
like-
there like, hey, clown, how are you? I'm like, hi, I'm in another group with you guys.
No, even on the other, I think you invited me on another Discord,
Mhm.
and it's like, oh yeah, like, dude, you should check this out. Like, oh yeah, why? They're a DIY Discord, maybe just to like freshen your, your site maybe a little bit, but yeah, I'll join that Discord. I was like, oh, there's one, ooh, there's two, there's three, there's four. What?
Mhm.
There's a lot of them now.
Oh yeah.
But
then you
that
get-
being said,
And you get
go
stuck
ahead.
in that rabbit hole even more, Frank.
Mhm.
Yeah, I sure hope so. Like
Dude.
soon,
Jason,
praying to the vape gods.
I am interested. He's like, I'm brewing a peanut butter porter later
Oh,
today.
cool.
Dude.
Do it.
I've only had one peanut butter beer in my life. It was pretty good. I liked it. It could have been a little bit heavier on the peanut butter, but it was just mellow enough. It was like a stout beer. So,
Mhm.
that went over really well, but I am interested now. I am interested.
I was so lucky 2 years ago. There's a restaurant local to us that we just happened to go to, and the beer that won like the homebrew of the year competition or whatever, the big homebrew competition,
Mm-hmm.
they actually had a keg of it there at the restaurant we were at.
Mm.
It was just a really, really nice farm ale, like
Mhm.
Szechuan farm ale. Oh, so good.
Dude, that's kind of like what I missed during quarantine. Is like you can go to like breweries and be outside, just enjoy being not just outside, but like being not just being in a patio, but like actually like drinking kind of thing. So I may be thin, but I can last during a drinking game. So that's me. So yeah, like again, World Vaping Day or World Vape Day. Sorry, use that hashtag World Vape Day and say yes to THR, tobacco harm reduction. And also, we're coming towards the end of the show, which is really good because I really enjoyed having new insights and new people to talk to, So that being said, Addy, thank you for being on the show. Is there anything you want to promote? Is there anything you want to say before we go?
Oh, it's my pleasure. It was my pleasure to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
Pressures is ours.
Get involved in advocacy. It's pretty easy, like especially on Twitter and on the links I send out. It's really easy to find your representative and drop them an email and tell them that you vaping saved your life. I'm not a smoker anymore. I'm not paying you tobacco syntax anymore. This is how I feel about it. You know, quit trying to crush it and force me back to cigarettes.
Especially
that,
if you live
know,
in those particular states. Let them know.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
it's one of those things.
I live in New York, and Cuomo just took the flavors away from me and my wife.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know
that
what
and
we would
online sales and all that stuff. I mean, like Logan tried buying stuff from me even before the deadline hit and all that kind of thing, and you can't send anything through.
Yeah, there's. I mean, the deadline online hasn't taken effect legally yet, but I can't buy from Local Vape. I can't buy from a bunch of different places.
Yeah, everybody's already shifted to no shipping to New York, so you got to get kind of creative with that kind of thing.
Yeah, so now you can't. I mean, yeah, there's no hardware ban, but nobody will ship you hardware.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. I mean, it's rough.
And then keep in touch with your friends and family, and that's all. Thanks for having me. Love you guys.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for coming on, man. This has been fun.
No, it's fun.
Getting to hear your story. I think we heard it in the Ohmies, but I couldn't remember it worth a damn because shit for brains over here. But
it all blends together, you know.
Yeah, it does, dude. Like, especially once you start doing these shows for quite a while, you start it feels like another, like, especially on the advocacy side. I'll be honest, and this is just to everybody listening. On the advocacy portion of this, it starts getting really heavy after a while, like, of doing this, and just keep at it. I know,
and all that stuff, they just blend into one another.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're like, well, here we go again. There's another ban. Fuck Whitmore.
Yep, piece of shit.
Yeah, seriously, that lady has issues, man. I get it. You're young and you're trying to make a name for yourself, but at the same time, you're ostracizing part of your constituents and you're creating a bigger issue than necessary in all reality. I mean, it's one of those things of you see all these bans on vaping, but when the hell are they going to do the ban on tobacco itself? I mean, that seems to be the root issue anyways.
Well, our buddy Matt Myers made it so they can't get rid of tobacco with the MSA agreement.
Mm-hmm. But like, it's just, we're demonized so heavily, and yet there is so much worse out there. And I don't know. We'll have our day. I mean, it's kind of like other cannabinoidal things. They've been fighting that good fight for years, and they're finally gaining some ground, but it's still an uphill battle on that end, and it's just. We're kind of looking at the same thing. And I mean, 100 years ago, they did prohibition of alcohol. We see how that went. And the war on drugs, we see how bad that's gotten. So I don't get how history teaches us, but nobody wants to fucking learn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, all the big money players, man, they control the government.
Oh, I know. I don't even want to get into that.
Me neither.
We could spend another 5 hours on that portion of it. Alrighty, but yeah, thank you guys for joining us. Frank, you got anything other than Discord and all that, since you already promoted that?
Oh yeah, Discord. Yeah, if anyone wants to hang around and like chit chat, like this is our Discord server. Just spamming it around. And also, if you guys are on Instagram later, I'm currently hosting as of the moment right now. This is just like a one-time thing. So for World Vape Day, I'm posting a picture of a mod, and don't worry, it has warnings on it. I'm posting a link of a mod that made me fall in love into vaping, and what made me, or why I switched to vaping. So if you could share a tiny bit of like your story in that post, feel free to do so. I'm just right now just tagging people along. So again, Instagram is instagram.com/Wolfbite Live, and make sure to follow that for not daily updates, but twice or thrice a week sometimes updates from us, and as well as Frank Wolfbite on Instagram and Twitter. And yeah, take it away, Clown.
All right, thank you guys for joining us. I don't ever say these in my videos, and I always forget. That's mostly why. It's not because I don't want to, it's because I forget. But like, subscribe, all that jazz. And
Like that bell, baby.
yeah, pretty much.
Hey,
I
hell
always
yeah.
forget that. I've even mentioned in my videos. I forget that, and even then, it's very. If you want to keep hanging out, hang out. If not, it's all good. Um, but go check out the Patreon if you guys want to go help, grow the channel a bit more, because I am still at that level where I have to buy everything for my reviews. So these reviews come from a genuine consumer standpoint, because I buy what I like. That's why you don't see a whole lot of pod reviews, because I don't really like all that many pods, and not a whole lot of them interest me, honestly. I'm more of an RDA, mouth to lung mech guy and all that kind of thing, so that's why I mostly do those. But yeah, if you want to help the growth of the channel, any little bit is appreciated. If you guys want any Wolfbite or KV swagger, go check out the Teespring. There is a link down below and in chat. Then go check me out on any social media, Instagram, Twitter. I try to keep as active as I can on both. And like right now I've been like kind of on a hiatus from Twitter, just because anytime I get on, it just either depresses me or makes me angry, and I'm just like, I can't even right now, just with the stupidity that has become the cesspool of Twitter lately. I just can't. It's so bad. People arguing just like ridiculous points. Like I understand, I respect you for whatever political, religious beliefs you have, but at times not everybody's voice needs to be heard, and it comes from like a really weird place of semi-ignorance, not full ignorance, but it feels that way at times. Or just not wanting to hear somebody else's standpoint and just sticking to your own. One great thing about being human is being able to learn and grow, but a lot of us just don't want to anymore. We've hit that weird point of, I believe what I believe and your point means nothing to me, and that's just really a bad way to look at life. And we need to like really outgrow that. We need to be able to grow and see where people come from, because I mean, like me, Frank, Toonie, we come from different points of life, and we're here together, and we're able to have a common ground and maybe grow from that and see our point of views, and I mean, that's one thing I love about the vape community, is that we have this one commonality, and it keeps us like pretty much together, and then we try to like discuss and work around and actually meet somewhere in the middle when it comes to like political and religious views, which
Yeah.
the
I'm a totally
rest of the
different
world.
person now, just because of people in the community, what I've learned, and
Oh yeah, I mean, I am the son of immigrants. I am first generation in this country, so like the immigration thing seems to hit hard at home for me, because I know the lifestyle where I come from and all that kind of thing. So, and there are some people that have been here in the country longer. I have a buddy that lives in Lubbock. He is way more Mexican looking than me, but the dude, he's like 6th to 7th generation in this country, so he doesn't know about immigration issues. He doesn't. That's like not even in his radar, So it's one of those weird things of trying to like, see people's point of views, see where
you
they
gotta
come
know your
from.
roots too, along the
Yeah.
way.
Pretty much. And I mean, this is a country built on immigration, so I didn't want to make it a whole grandstanding about immigration, but that to me again is the one thing that hits home the hardest. And just gotta remember, we all came here from somewhere else. We're not all necessarily American. We all come from somewhere else. So again,
Sure.
love each other, all that kind of crap. As I said, all crude like that, but yeah. And I think I'm good. Go check out Vaping with the Ohmies on Mondays. Go hang out with us over there, and well, no, it's always a good time. I don't remember exactly what we have lined up for this week, but I'm sure it'll be a good one. Alrighty, so yeah, that is it. Thank you, Toonie, again for joining us. And let's see, any last words, Frank? Are you gonna steal all the other shows sign-offs?
No, but listen again. It's World Vape Day, okay? I tagged a couple of people already. If you guys could do so, let's spread positivity and just try to comment a little bit on the vape stories that you would like to share, like what setup made you fall in love into vaping, and what setup I forgot what setup made you fall in love into vaping, and as well as your vaping story, just a tad bit of it. So and again, at any given point in time that you think somebody doesn't care or think about you, just remember my DMs are always open, and I'm here for you. I love each and every one of y'all. You're all our homies. Stay safe and vape on. Okay? Hell yeah.
All right. Thanks, Frank.